Hey, this is Samantha here from RecipeThis.com and also the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I want to show you how to cook an air fryer rump roast. And we're not just going to be cooking the rump, we're also going to be showing you at the same time, whilst the meat is cooking, how to do perfect air fry roast potatoes, as well as some parsnips and some Yorkshire puddings. Well, before we dive into this recipe, I just wanted to suggest that you head over to RecipeThis.com. We've got more than 1,200 kitchen gadget recipes, including recipes for the air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker, bread maker, microwave, Ninja Foodie, and many others. We also have a free weekly newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of RecipeThis.com, or you can find it on RecipeThis.com/newsletter. And there you can get our best kitchen gadget recipes sent to your inbox every Friday morning. Now back to this rump roast. What I have from the butcher's is it's just over a kilo of rump roast from the butcher's. He does a lovely job of packaging it all up for me. So I placed it in the freezer so that I could save it for our next video. And then as well as this, for serving with it, you don't have to do this, but it just makes it extra nice, is we've got some Aunt Bessie's frozen parsnips, and we've also got Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire puddings, because Yorkshire puddings from frozen are amazingly crispy in the air fryer. And you know, if there's one frozen food you must do in the air fryer, it's Yorkshire puddings. And then as well as this, because we love our meat with roasties, we've got a few potatoes there as well so that we can roast those. And then for seasonings, good old salt and pepper and some rosemary and some thyme. So this all comes together nicely in the air fry basket. And if you want more ideas of all-in-one air fry dinners, do check out our video for air fry pot roast, because this is a very similar recipe to this, just mainly a different cut of meat, and it's just potatoes and carrots that are cooking with it. So if you're into any of those, then do check out that video. So the first step is to score your beef. This is so that you get more flavour in the inside, and also so that it cooks better in the air fryer. So all you need to do is slice down the beef a bit, and then it kind of creates these little pockets that are perfect for your seasoning to slip into, and then do the same anywhere you can find really, but you're not going all the way through, it's just so that you can season it nicely. And then we're going to cook it that side up first, so there's no need to season the other side just yet, so we're just going to season the top side. And then once you've scored your meat, generous seasoning with salt and pepper, and then also with some thyme, and then give it a rub in, and then it's ready to go in the air fryer basket. And then place it into the centre of the air fryer basket, and then we're just going to put the air fryer to one side for a moment while we sort out our potatoes. Now for the roast potatoes, I'm not going with a huge portion size because it's just going down the middle of the air fryer basket. So grab yourself some potatoes and start peeling them, and then have a bowl ready to load them into once they're peeled. So then once you've peeled all your potatoes, then you can get them loaded into your bowl. And then once your potatoes are in your bowl, we're going to add the oil and the seasonings, and then they can be fitted into the gaps. So for seasonings, I love air fryer roast potatoes with rosemary. They're just amazing. And then plenty of salt, generous amount of pepper, and then some extra virgin olive oil. To keep your measurement in check, you can either use a measuring tablespoon, or you can just use your lid of your olive oil. when I'm out and about, I just use my lid, and then I just say two lidfuls. So then, get your hands in. Don't be shy about this, because this is what makes your potatoes so nice when they're nicely coated. So like that. And then, as you can see, they've got a lovely coating from that rosemary on them, and now they're ready to be filled into the gaps. So now I've prepped the potatoes, it's time to find some space for them in the air fryer basket. So we're just going around the edges. Note that when we add in extras later, beef always shrinks, you see, so you can get more in. And we're doing it in stages, so we're doing potatoes this time, and then when we turn, we're going to be doing the parsnips then. And if you check out the recipe over on recipethis.com for this, we actually used frozen carrots and parsnips. So if you want carrots as well, then you can do that. So now you can see they're filling all the gaps and they're ready to be air fried. So in it goes. And then you're looking for a temperature of 160 Celsius, that's 320 Fahrenheit. And you're looking for a cook time of 25 minutes. Take it all the way up to 25 and then press start. And we've beefed. So shall we check on our rump? Oh wow. Check that out after 25 minutes cooking. So now, as you know, the time is to add in to remove the potatoes and swap them for parsnips, and also to turn over the rump. So just grab the potatoes from the side. As you can see, they're already fork tender, which is brilliant. And then that's all of them. So now you have this decent sized bowl of roast potatoes ready to serve with it. And now we're turning it over. Try to aim for the middle. So as you can see now, like I mentioned, it's already shrunk somewhat, so you can get a decent portion of parsnips in there. So like I mentioned, we're using these Aunt Bessie's. What I don't like about these is they always end up stupid sizes. That's just not going to cook in the air fryer, so ignore any that are huge. But I mean, what's that? What's the point in that? And there's another huge one. I'm going to use that one because it's not as big as the other ones. And that one's a bit on the smaller side, but that one, you just can't do anything with that. So then once you've done that and added your parsnips in, we're just going to add a little bit of extra seasoning to the top. Salt and pepper. And a little bit of thyme. It's alright if it gets onto your parsnips a bit, it won't matter. And then we're going back in with the same time and temps for the other side of the parsnips. So you're looking at a cook time of 25 minutes, and the temperature should stay the same, which is 160 Celsius, 320 Fahrenheit. And we've beefed. So let's check on our rump roast. Wow, that beef is just perfectly cooked. Oh, and we've got fork tender parsnips as well. Isn't that brilliant? So, lift your beef out. And as you can see, it looks great. You will often lose a bit at the top because that's just where the top touches the top of the air fryer. It can't be helped, and it really doesn't make much of a difference. So once you're ready, onto a plate. And then, same with the parsnips. Wow, that looks brilliant. That dinner's coming together nicely already. So now, if you remember earlier, we made some roast potatoes. So we're now going to put the roast potatoes back in the air fryer, along with our frozen Yorkshire puddings. And then our frozen Yorkshire puddings will crisp up in the air fryer whilst the roast potatoes warm back up again. And it's just brilliant for that. So don't be shy, as many Yorkies as you can fit in. You know, I'm from Yorkshire, if you hadn't guessed from the accent. I love my Yorkshire puddings. We'd be lost without them. So now you've done that, that's what your air fryer basket looks like now. Just load it back in, and you're looking for 4 minutes at 160, and we should be good. And we've beeped. So let's check on those Yorkies, shall we? Oh, wow. So you hear that? You can hear how crispy the Yorkshire puddings are. They're just absolutely perfectly cooked, and they're ready for it all to be served together. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to let the beef rest for a little bit so that I can chop into it and show you how delicious it looks. So we've allowed the beef to rest, and now we can cut into it to see how it looks. Wow, perfect beef. And there, that's a proper slice of it. Just looks lovely. So, onto a plate. Remember what you made earlier? So you've got a couple of Yorkshire puddings, you've got some parsnips, and of course, you've got the roast potatoes. Let's just get rid of that bit. And check that out. I think that's a brilliant plateful of deliciousness. I've got to try these roasties. Roast potatoes in the air fryer are absolutely amazing. If you head over to recipe.this.com, or you can check out our YouTube channel, we do actually have both videos and recipes for air fried duck fat potatoes, and they are the absolute best. And then of course, look at how wonderfully it's cooked the parsnips from frozen as well. I think parsnips in the air fryer actually cook better from frozen than they do from homemade. Such wonderful crisp on the crisp on those Yorkshire puddings is just spot on, and that beef looks absolutely perfect. So just think, using the air fryer, you could make yourself rump roast, Yorkshire puddings, parsnips and roast potatoes all at the same time, and then you can just use your Instant Pot to make some beef gravy. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.